Yo, 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 what's happening, people? It is... I think I messed up my intro. Let me start that again. Yo, 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 what's happening, people? We are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 8:43 in the PM right now. It is the 29th of August, 2022 right now. It's actually the Notting Hill Carnival going on right now, but I'm in London, England right now, which is actually where the Notting Hill Carnival is being held right now. But I'm not at the Notting Hill Carnival right now. I'm in my yard right now. We're about to do movie night right now. We're about to watch Warm Bodies right now from 2013 right now. Wagwan, people, wagwan. Let me switch over this screen so y'all can see me. I couldn't even find the right button. There we go. There we go. Let me put this light on. Yo, Sam B in the place to be. I'm early tonight. It feels like it's been a while. Yeah, this could be. But how you doing, Sam? How is you doing? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream as we get ready to watch Warm Bodies. It is movie night tonight. Romantic comedy. No? Horror. Well, yeah, I guess it kind of is. It's described as a romantic horror comedy, this movie. I've not seen it before. Have you seen it before? Has anybody seen it before? I don't know. But it should be fun. It's only an hour 33, so start moving a little bit. If you have Netflix, get it ready on 0. Still dealing with sick kids. I'm over it. Oh, well. Oof, hopefully they get well soon. All hearts and roses to the kids. Mama gotta deal with it. It's like, that's like the law. From the moment the kids leave your body, it's like, you know, that's the law. You gotta take care of them kids. You know, you gotta take care of them kids. It's the law. It's like until they turn 56, those kids are your responsibility. That's how that goes. The day they turn 56, then they're no longer your responsibility. But until then, gonna take care of them kids. When they get to their 56th birthday, then you keep like, hey, you're on your own now. But until then, gotta take care of them kids. Not seen it. Okay, cool. Watching this one for the first time. It is rated 12. It's from 2013. Let's see. It says, after eating a young man's brains and absorbing the memories within, a freshly dead zombie falls in love with his victim's girlfriend. Aww. What up, Brax Spivey? Brax Spiv in the place to be there. I got my Beavis and Butthead t-shirt on. Amongst other things, I was wearing this t-shirt today because I was recording a podcast earlier. In fact, I just finished maybe about 20 minutes ago recording the podcast, and we're talking about Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, which is the new Beavis and Butthead movie. Came out a month or two, or a few months ago. We're talking about Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. We're also just talking about Beavis and Butthead in general on that podcast. So I decided I'm going to wear my Beavis and Butthead t-shirt because we're talking about Beavis and Butthead. And by the way, if you've not seen Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, I definitely recommend it. It's a great film, really funny. I mean, if you're a Beavis and Butthead fan, you probably watched it already. If you're not a Beavis and Butthead fan, I still recommend checking it out. You might still enjoy it. I really liked it. If you're a fan, it's just good comedy. All of them got tonsillitis. Oof. We ended up with scarlet fever. Also, it's been exhausted. I can imagine dealing with all that. Oof. You might have needed the most amount of coffee. Watched The Jungle Book 2016 and the Forever Purger last night. I liked them. I don't think I've ever seen those movies, you know. I'm pretty sure I've seen a version of The Jungle Book. I don't think I've seen the 2016 version. And I don't believe I've seen any of the Purge movies at all, so... are they worth checking out, Purge movies? Was it the day when all crime is legal? when all crime is legal. Which, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but that's actually a real thing, or rather it was a real thing. But the history of Christmas is that it used to be called Saturnalia, or Saturnalia, something like that. And part of the tradition was that there was a day where people just go out and be wild. Like, I mean, it wasn't maybe so much all crime is legal. I don't think it was like that. Well, not from what I read anyway. But yeah, there was a day when people just went out in the streets and went wild as part of the Saturnalia events, Saturnalia traditions. So yeah, that's kind of a real thing, the Purge. Yeah, Adam to watch. What's this? This worth watching? Okay. I think I'm coming down with it. Also, coffee is out. It's too harsh on the throat. Oof. Well, that sucks. That sucks royally. Oosh. Can't even drink coffee? Ooh. Oh, that means you're gonna have to drink tea. Ugh. I like tea actually, so maybe it's not all so bad. But yeah, it's actually Notting Hill Carnival today in London. The yearly tradition of Notting Hill Carnival is back. So the last couple of years they didn't have it because of the pandemic, but it is back. Yesterday it started. It's a 2-day event in the last weekend of August, and this is the first year back since the pandemic. So it's a big event. It's a big event anyway, but of course it's a real big event when it's the first one after that. I did not attend, to be honest, the Notting Hill Carnival is cool, I like it, but, well, I mean, I don't not like it, I should say. It's cool, but end of the day, it's not really my thing. So yeah, I didn't go this time. Maybe next year, we'll see. What up, Jakes? Maybe next year, but, nah. In fact, Jakes, you're a Londoner. Did you attend the Notting Hill Carnival either yesterday or today? I did not myself. I stayed at home, so I did not attend. I'm drinking tea like a true Brit. It means you have to have your pinky up when you sip the tea. Good stuff. Hey, where the monkeys? I've been watching Buffy season 4 along with Angel season 1. I am on episode 12, I think, or 11 or 12. But I've been following a watch guide and to figure out to know which order to watch it in. And this pretty much goes Buffy, Angel, Buffy, Angel, Buffy, Angel. But there's a few where it goes Angel, Angel, Buffy, Buffy, Angel, Angel, Buffy. You know, it kind of mixes up a little bit. Like mostly Buffy, Angel, Buffy, Angel. But I've been following the watch guides so far. So I think I'm about halfway through both seasons, both of them. So it's around the episode 12 on each, I think, around about there. I said, Brit, like a dickhead. Hey, it's not. You don't do the pinky. It makes the tea taste better when you have your little finger up like that. It actually makes the tea taste better. Nah, I didn't attend Notting Hill Carnival. It's not my thing anymore. Yeah, no, I get that. Hate large crowds. What do you think of them so far? I've been to Carnival when I was younger. Yeah, I mean, it's cool and all. Like, I wouldn't say I hate large crowds. In fact, I don't hate large crowds at all. I don't mind large crowds. Well, I guess it depends on the large crowd and where I'm at and what I'm doing. But, I mean, I wouldn't say I hate them, but I'm not exactly rushing towards them either. You know what I mean? It's like that for me. And Notting Hill Carnival is cool. I've been there. You know, it's fun. It's cool and all that kind of stuff. I like it. But yeah, like you say, it's just not really my thing. It's fun when you're there, especially if you're with, you know, a good group of people, you know, and to see all the stuff going on, it's really cool what they do. But yeah, it's just not really my thing. So I haven't been for a while now, actually. And I mean, never say never. You know, I can say maybe I'll go next year or whatever. But yeah, I don't. It's not something that I would necessarily make specific plans for. You know. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying them so far. I'm digging it so far. I would say that it's very clear that the show Angel, is a lot darker than Buffy. Not just in its lighting, which it's darker, like actual darker because of the lighting, but also just in its tone, in its kind of approach. There are a few things that I feel don't quite work with the show. But overall, you know, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good so far. Buffy, yeah, still digging at it as well. I would say Buffy is still, right now, it feels like not quite the same as season 3. But it still has that kind of balance between the comedy, the horror, and the drama. It still does that. But it definitely leans a lot more to the drama side of things this time around. And I feel it works better. They're trying to do all of them and not doing any very particularly well. Because that's how season 3 felt for me. Like it tried to do a whole bunch of different things, not necessarily doing them particularly well. But I mean, well enough to keep watching, but not necessarily well in terms of the show. But this time around, I do feel like the balance, as it leans more to the drama side, I feel like that works better for the show, so that it's serious enough to take it seriously, but they're not so serious where you can still laugh at the funnier bits, rather than with the other season 1 where it tried to be serious and the same moment tries to be funny, and then it's kind of like it's just not working, you know, because the jokes is bringing down the serious side of it. And the serious side of it means that the jokes are just not that funny. So it's like, you know, I feel like this way works better for the show. It'd been hard if I drink tea with my pinky finger out. I'm asking for it. Okay, fair enough. Just in the privacy of your own home then, not out in public. There's 5 Purge movies. Okay, so nobody purged those films then. Hey, I finished that break. Okay, nice. I finished Breaking Bad and now Better Call Saul. Awesome. What do you think of Breaking Bad? I need to watch Breaking Bad again. I don't know when I'm going to get around to watching it again, but I know I need to watch that again. So it's on my mind list to watch that again. But there's a scene. I think the bit I was trying to tell you about, but I didn't want to say it the other day. But now that you've seen all of it, I can say it now. The bit where he's talking to Skylar and she's asking him about what he does. Well, she's not really asking him about what he does, but she's worried about what he does. And he just says, let me make this perfectly clear for you. I am not in danger. I am the danger. But the way he said that, and he was like, I'm the one who knocks. That whole scene was just, yeah. I think that was definitely my favorite part of the whole thing. And I think a lot of people might pick that as their favorite parts as well. But yeah, that whole bit was just like, because the way he just was like, he's not Walter White anymore. He is Heisenberg. You know what I mean? He is Heisenberg. See, Walter White is the mask now. Now he is Heisenberg at this point. There are some good episodes in season 4, but wait for 5. In my opinion, it's the best season. Oof. Well, about halfway through season 4, methinks, so not too long to go. But yeah, you and I think a couple of other people in the comments were saying about season 5. Being the one. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Okay, other than having to work on bank holiday, oof, gotta work, man. Sucks. The Christmas event, lights display around here in Arcletex. Arcletex. Am I saying it right? Arcletex. What up, Al? Al's in the house. So yeah, we're gonna be watching Warm Bodies on Netflix. If you haven't already, get it ready on. If you haven't already, get it ready on Zero. I'll start the movie in a moment or two. Yeah, but every last one of them has both hidden and subliminal messages, but I won't give you any spoilers, dog. Oh, do you mean like with Angel and Buffy? Yeah, I mean there's. Well, I'm about halfway through, so yeah. I mean, I don't know if I've got messaging, but there's definitely, I guess, more adult, serious themes in Angel in terms of what they're dealing with, which is one of the reasons why I don't want to say it right now. I don't want to say it right now, but because things might change. Like I said, I'm about halfway through. And things might change, but there are some things about the show so far that it's not that I wouldn't say I don't like them. They're fine, you know. I just don't feel they work so well. In fact, you know, you guys have seen it, so let me just say it. Like Cordelia, you know. And by the way, no spoilers because you guys know what happens, so no spoilers. But I feel like Cordelia's character doesn't work as well in Angel. You know, I like Cordelia. She was one of my favorite characters when she was in Buffy. You know, but the way Angel, the tone of the show Angel, her character I feel like doesn't quite work that well. So I'm kind of hoping that there's a development with her. It seems like there might be going in that way. We'll see. But I say no spoilers, please. No spoilers. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm just thinking out loud right now. But yeah, that's kind of like my minor gripe. I feel like the character doesn't work as well with the show, but it seems, and I'm kind of hoping there's going to be some kind of evolution with that character. But we'll see. I'll see. You guys know. I'll see. But yeah. Oh, I don't want to know now. I don't know now. Oh wait, the mic off. Wait, what's going on? What's up your mic? It sounds different. The voice mod was on. Did I sound like T-Pain? I didn't realize the voice mod was on, but I might have sounded like T-Pain. I should sound like T-Pain right now.
And this one sounds like a banana.
And this one sounds like a spellcaster. But yeah, my voice modification was on, I didn't realize. So let me
turn it off. Now it should sound normal. I won't give any spoilers, but there is one episode in season 5, and if that doesn't get you in your feelings, you're dead inside. Oof, okay. I mean, some episodes already kind of got me in my feelings, so oof. All right. So, come on, that's Jacob, and to say there's messages in the gotcha. My favorite scene, Breaking Bad, is when Gus poisons the cartel bus. Gus. Okay, Gus Fring, yeah. Oh. I mean, I feel like I remember. I'm not sure exactly how it goes, but I feel like I remember that scene. But yeah, this is why I need to watch Breaking Bad again, man. There's so much I've forgotten about that. What did you think of the ending of Breaking Bad? Because the ending, as I remember, was quite controversial at the time. You know, a lot of people had different feelings about the way it ended. So what did you think of the way it all came to a conclusion? This two-faced Cordelia was, she was still real and saying what was on her mind. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like Cordelia, because, like, she's genuine. You know, she is a genuine character, but wow, what a shame. Like I said, I'm about halfway through Angel, about halfway through Buffy, so we'll see how it all turns out. I'm watching both at the same time. I'm following the episode guides, watching both at the same time, just so I mean, I don't think you need to watch them like that. To be honest, I feel like you'd be fine watching all of Buffy then all of Angel, it seems. But I guess it helps in terms of the little bits where the story does interlink. It helps to watch it in a particular order, so you could see that in that way. But aside from that, I'm not sure if it's necessary to watch it in any particular order. I think you'd be fine watching all of one, then all of the other later. I've applied for YouTube monetization. Okay, yeah. So have you got it yet, or are they still waiting for the decision? Season 4, I personally liked the first episodes. The Thanksgiving episode, something blue was funny. She's up there. Oh yeah, the first episode actually. That yeah, because they started going about the whole thing about the pilgrims and how, you know, their land was taken, and you know they got pretty serious with that episode, and they kind of touched on some real moral ambiguous areas about, okay, so you got this guy who's a vengeful spirit because of what happened to his people, and it's like, okay, we understand that, but does that mean it's okay for him to kill people now? You know, do you stop him? Do you help him? What do you do? And especially when it's like they're not really in a position to change anything. They're just like, you know, demon hunters. So it's like, what do you do? You know, and well, in the end, they ended up killing the spirit. But it's like, was that the right choice? Maybe not. You know, but yeah, they went in with that one, especially like with Willow and how she was feeling sympathetic towards what they were going through. And it's like, yeah, they went through a horrible turmoil, you know, and you don't want to ignore that or pretend like that's not a big deal. And even though it's like, yeah, many years later, and it's like, okay, the people now aren't the ones responsible for it. They've effectively benefited from that, right? So this guy still feels wronged, you know. So it's like, yeah, how do you deal with something like that? And I liked that they didn't just gloss over it and be like, oh yeah, well, that was 200 years ago, 300 years ago, you know, he's the bad guy. I like that it didn't I like that they didn't oversimplify it. You know, I like that they didn't oversimplify it. They went in deep with that one. I was like, you know what, I appreciate that, because it is, you know, a pretty hard subject to talk about. Like, how do you handle the atrocities of the past, you know? So yeah, I'm glad it didn't gloss over it or oversimplify it, and they went in deep. And well, did they do the right thing? Did they not do the right thing? Well, that's a discussion to be had. But yeah, that was a good episode. Yeah. Still waiting. They are doing a review of my channel at the moment. Okay, yeah, I think that takes a few days, if I remember correctly, and they'll come back and let you know whether they approve it or not. I think in most cases you get approved, though, unless you've got like some madness on your channel, you'd be fine, you know. It was a great episode, and it was one of those where you see it from both sides. Yes, yeah. Even if I didn't get monetized, I'll still make it. Because I enjoy it, so it's no big deal if I don't get it. Well, hopefully it does come through. I mean, monetization, it means not, I mean, I'll say it's not just about the money side of it, because I mean, let's keep it real, especially with when you do reactions, you know, a lot of your videos going to get claimed anyway, so you might find that the money side of it may not be that much in the beginning. For a good long while, you might not see much money, but there are other reasons to be in the YouTube partnership program, because it means you get better access to things, and you might get invited to certain events as well. So there are some cool benefits, and not just about being monetized. So yeah, hopefully you do get it, and then you can take advantage of some of the other things as well. But yeah, like I said, unless you got some madness on your channel, which as far as I'm aware, I don't think you do. Unless, I don't know. Do you have some madness on your channel, Alan, that I might not know about? Do you have some, I don't know, some videos from like 10 years ago where he's just running around Peterborough and with no clothes on or something? Like, yes, if that's on your channel, you might want to take it down real quick. You might want to take that one down real quick. Maybe put it back up later once you get your monetization back, but thought the ending of Breaking Bad left a lot of questions unanswered, like what happened to Jesse Pinkman, character, yeah, and became of Saul and Mike Ehrmantraut. They answer what happens to Mike Ehrmantraut. As I remember, he gets a very definitive ending, unless I'm misremembering it. Unless I'm misremembering, Mike gets a very, very clear ending, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure he got a very, very definitive ending. But maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, Jesse Pinkman, yeah, he was a bit of a mystery, and Saul as well. Jesse Pinkman, though, if you watch El Camino, that gives more about what happens to Jesse Pinkman. And yeah, once you get through Better Call Saul, you learn more about what happens with him as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Mike Ehrmantraut, he gets killed, doesn't he? Didn't Walter White shoot him? Shoot him by the lake? Or maybe he didn't die. Maybe he... But I really need to watch that show again. I really need to watch the show again. This episode was dope. And Doomed episode with the Green Demon, Big Ass Ninjas. The Green Demons, Green Demons, Green Demons. I mean, I know I've watched it. Hush was the one where, oh yeah, Hush, yes, that's the one where they had the sleep things, where they couldn't speak rather. That was cool. I liked the demons in that episode because a lot of the times the demons look like, you know, lame, to be honest with you. Like a lot of the demons look lame in that show, but the ones in Hush, yeah, they did them well. They did those ones well. Like those looked like scary, like yo. They looked mad creepy, those ones, but yeah, I like that one. I think I have a bit of copyright claims though. Nah, that's not a problem. The copyright claims will not be an issue. If you have a copyright strike, however, that's a bit different. But don't worry about claims. Claims will not affect whether they monetize the channel or not, because all it means is just that somebody else has claimed your video. If you have a strike or any kind of community guideline strikes, those are issues, but claims, don't worry about that. That will not affect your monetization. It just means that you won't earn any money for those videos either. So all those videos that get claimed, which happens a lot when you do reactions, as you know, whoever claimed those videos, they're the ones going to be making money off the views of those videos. But yeah, you don't have to worry about that. That won't be an issue. But yeah, you don't have a strike, so you're fine. Killing him was probably the right call because he was killing innocent people, but you can't ignore his reasoning. There is a lesson to be learned. Yeah, indeed, and especially when it's like when he gets awakened, it's like he's looking at it as it just happened, you know, because he just got awakened. So he's just looking at it like this just happened. So to that ghost, that spirit, it's all still new. You know, it's all still right now or like just then. So yeah, although in the real world, hundreds and hundreds of years have passed, to him it was yesterday. You know. Halloween episode being in a house or frat house that became a real haunted house by mistake. Then the demon gang shake my head at the end. The book on him told his actual. Oh yeah. Hey, just because you're small, don't mean you ain't dangerous. Just saying. Height can fool you. Ranger from the original Power Rangers. Yes, I remember. I spotted him. Yeah. I think he survived. Okay. Man, I need to watch that again because I remember him getting shot by the lake. But yeah, maybe they didn't actually show his body. Maybe they didn't. So possibly he survived getting shot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it again because I feel like I remember definitely getting shot. But I guess what I don't remember is if they showed his body or not. Maybe I just assumed that he died. So yeah, okay. Maybe we don't know what happened to Mike Trout then. Maybe we don't. I have no man. That's my channel. I have this channel of the year because I deleted my first channel. But there isn't any videos on it. So this one. Okay. So this one's still pretty new then. Episode. Him and the Yellow Ranger was my favorite. Yellow Ranger Trini. Rest in peace. All right. So let's get this movie on the go. It is Warm Bodies on Netflix, so get it ready on 0 because we're about to start this movie. Let me switch over to this screen so y'all can see what I can see. Well, you actually won't see it, but you know. Appreciate the likes. Big up for the likes. But yeah, we're going to start this movie in 3, 2, 1, play. So, in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, damn, the clouds right now. Looks like it's about to pour down. Rain again. Hey. Sometimes the rain's nice. Who's my favorite character in Breaking Bad? Oof. I mean, I guess Walter White would be the obvious choice because he was kind of the cool bad guy. Well, at least in the beginning he was. He definitely was just all madness by the end. And he has some really cool lines as well. But, favorite character? I think Jesse Pinkman would definitely had... He has a really cool character story arc. Science, bitch! It's unfortunate. She's getting deceased. Yeah, she died in a car crash, man. Sad. Yeah, it's windy, so the clouds are moving. There's rain. Storms in the week's forecast. Catch Soul. Oh, Soul. Okay, yeah. Well, if you like Soul, if Soul's your favorite character, then yeah, you're gonna very much enjoy Better Call Saul. It's all his show. Resident Evil, yeah, got cancelled, man. It's a damn shame. Well, shame for me anyway. I enjoyed that show. I don't think very many people did. Apparently, it seems a lot of people did not like it. But, oh well. I liked it. Apparently, I'm the only one. But hey, it's all good. What up, Urinator? Can I ask a question? You could ask a question. But how you doing, man? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. Appreciate the name as well, Urinator. I do like a good pun. I'm not surprised when you got cancelled. It was awful. Yeah, I'm the only one that liked it, that seems. Everybody did. Nobody else liked that show. Nobody else liked that show. I really enjoyed it, but I guess I'm literally the odd one out. John Malkovich is in this. My friend actually recommended this awesome channel to me. Do you know Joe? He said he knows you from school. I don't believe I know anybody called... Well, I actually do know somebody called Joe, but not anyone I went to school with. I don't believe I know anybody called Joe from school. And if I do, sorry, Joe, I've forgotten you. Joe Mama. Oh, okay, gotcha. Urinator got jokes. I guess low views means no money. Kinda yes, kinda no. So the way it is with Netflix, it's not like YouTube where you get ad revenue, right? But they would have a budget on what they spend on shows and movies and so on. And one of the things they decide to bring back shows, the views, because like if a lot of people are watching it, that means a lot of people are paying their subscription fees to it. And if you're spending, I don't know, let's say 20 million to produce a show and 5 people watch it, then you can't really justify that kind of expense on keeping the show going, right? But if you're spending 20 million on a show and a billion people watch it, then you're good, right? So yeah, you have to. It's a lot is going to come down to how much does the show cost to produce and how many people are watching it. Because there's shows on Netflix that go on for like 4 or 5 seasons that you've probably never even heard of. Because they might have small audiences, but they probably don't cost that much to keep producing. So for the number of people watching it, you know, that's paying that subscription fee to watch it, can justify the cost of those shows. Whereas, I guess with Resident Evil, the amount of people watching it versus what the show was costing to make, probably just didn't justify it for them. So yeah, it sucks, but it's just business. It's a shame because myself and anybody else who might have actually enjoyed it, we don't get that second season we were hoping for. So oh well. Just kidding. What's the stream about? Well, it's movie night tonight. So we're watching a film called Warm Bodies on Netflix. If you want to join in, you can if you got Netflix. All you got to do is turn your Netflix on and skip over to about 6 minutes into the movie. But if you don't have Netflix, or if you don't want to watch along, it's all good. You can still stay and have some fun. But yeah, how you been, man? How's your day going? What you been doing today, urinator? I mean, apart from urinating. I liked it. It was a good show. Can't believe they messed up Resident Evil 2 to that extent. The special effects were second rate. And the action performances were wooden at best. You thought the action was wooden, really? I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, and I thought they were pretty good. I thought, especially the younger actors, I thought they were done really well. Like that whole scene, the whole bits with the younger actors. I mean, the older actors I thought were pretty cool too, but I think especially the younger actors, I thought they did really well. Not making profit from low views. Well, yeah, I mean, it's more like you have, you know, X amount of subscribers for Netflix, right? And 8 subscribers paying, I don't know, £8 a month or something like that. I mean, it's going to be different, I know. But let's say, for example, your subscribers pay £8 a month, and out of your subscribers, 5 of them are watching this show, right? But the problem is that the show costs 50 million to make. So even though you could afford to make the show, you can't really justify spending 50 million on a show that only 5 people are watching. You know what I mean? So the profit isn't strictly speaking from the show. Your money comes from your subscribers, but if only a small number of your subscribers are watching something that costs, you know, a lot to make, it's just not a justifiable expense. And especially at a time when you're losing subscribers as well. Like Netflix have been losing subscribers for a minute now. So if they've got shows that are costing more to make than the number of subscribers it can attract to be there, yeah. They made the character Ada's personality a bit different in their game and movies. I haven't seen the movies. Well, not all of them anyway. But, Ada Wong. Like, are they gonna get him though? Aim for the head. Don't waste ammo. It's been good. What about you? I've been alright as well. We recorded a podcast earlier today, so that's pretty cool. Talked about Beavis and Butthead. Oh, he got shot. Not in the head, though. He's bit. No, we're not going to look away. I'm 5 minutes behind. My mother called. So good. But just remember, Sam's 5 minutes behind. You're a WWE fan as well. The LWD logo from 20. Oh, yeah. Makes me feel nostalgic. I mean, these days I haven't watched it a lot. I haven't really been paying much attention to it. I mean, I kind of know what's going on about the whole, was it head of the table with Roman Reigns, but I've not been paying much attention to WWE for a while now. But yeah, no, definitely used to be big into wrestling back in the Attitude Era, mostly. I saw Albert Wesker as a black guy. Knew it was going to be downhill. The ADV took away from the source material. That was the main issue for me. You know, I don't think that was a problem. I mean, I know some people had an issue with the race change, but to be honest, I felt like, I mean, Albert Wesker isn't a character that is dependent on ethnicity. So, I mean, I actually got to play Lance Riddick, you know. I mean, he did really well. And also, it wasn't quite Albert Wesker. Well, I mean, you've seen the show, so you know, there's like clones and stuff, so. So Albert Wesker is actually not really in the show, well, not the Albert Wesker is not really in the show all that much. Ooh, close. Close. Carlos Wesker, Nicole, Ada, Jill, Nemesis are some of my favorite characters from the game. Carlos? Who's Carlos? I don't remember Carlos from the game. Damn, who's Carlos? Who's Nicole? Need to aim for the head. Maybe she did aim for head and missed. Five subs ain't gonna recoup the budget they spend on the series, so basically Netflix losing money. I mean, by the way, when I say 5, I'm pulling that number out of my ass. Like, I don't know how many people were watching it. I'm sure it was more than 5 in the end. But yeah, whatever number of people were watching it versus whatever the money it was costing to make, I'd have to assume, and by the way, this is me speculating, I don't think they've actually made any kind of official announcement, but I'd have to assume that whatever number of people watched the show versus whatever it cost to make, it was just wasn't adding up, and especially apparently it was getting bad reviews, so yeah. So the first Resident Evil movie, and I wasn't a fan. I can see the appeal. I just prefer the more simple take on zombie monster movie. Yeah, the first movie was not particularly good, as I remember, actually. I haven't seen it for a long time now, but yeah, I don't remember it being particularly well made. And you said about the podcast, I thought you said you've been talking about boobs and getting head. I'm sorry, my bad, misheard. Yeah, I don't think you misheard, dude. That's exactly what I said. Resident Evil movies were at least watchable, unlike the series. Carlos was a South American guy. He's an Umbrella Corps soldier. Jail. He already decided to go solo. Okay, nah, I don't think I remember him. But then it's been a while since I've played those games. It's been a long while since I played those games. I have played 1, 2, and 3. So I guess I would have come across Carlos at some point, but I can't even remember him. I mean, it seems a bit odd though. It's like, why would you go with the zombie just because he says save come? It's like, kill the dude already. What are you doing? Resident Evil 3. He was a guy with the Russian accent. Come to think of the change up his character's motives to change up his character. Okay. I mean, there's always going to be differences from, you know, a game to a movie or a series, and you know, they're never going to do exactly the same thing, which I feel like is fine. You know, I think that's fine. A game follows a completely different pace than a movie or a TV show, so certain things don't work as well or don't translate as well from, say, game to movie or game to series. Looks like Attack on Titan. Build a wall around a city. Need 3 walls though. So Dave Franco, I've seen him in a couple of movies. Well, a movie recently. This one, but this is an older film. But then also I've seen him in a film called Day Shift, which is a recent Netflix film. The music in the police station in Resident Evil 2 and 3 when the character first goes inside. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 was the first Resident Evil game that I played, and yeah, now it goes excellent. Played it on like the PlayStation. What, she's still there? Are you dumb? Stab this guy already. Oh, the first one I played too when I was 9 on Nintendo 64. I didn't beat the game at the time. Yeah, it was a tough game. I beat the bit with Leon, but I never actually beat the bit with Claire. But that was like a whole nother disc that you got to put in on a PlayStation. And you pretty much play the game again, but just from a different side. And different parts. So it's like almost like 2 different games, but not quite. Resident Evil 1 back in '96. Yeah, the original mansion. That's Nicholas Hoult. He was a beast in the X-Men movies. Why is this woman still there, though? I don't care how friendly the zombie is. Man's a zombie. Stab him in the head and move on. Remember him, Skins? He was a good actor. Yeah. Dude wasn't Skins, wasn't he? I never watched Skins, but yeah. Quite a few people from Skins went on to do quite well, actually. Like Nicholas Hoult, Daniel Kaluuya, Dev Patel, Yeah. A few names came at the came out of skins. Oh, now she's got some brains back, like Escape already. For Resident Evil 2, was Resident Evil 1.5, but halfway through development, Capcom scrapped it and made Resident Evil 2 instead, which came out in 98. I think I remember hearing about that actually, but yeah, okay. It's called Eden Lake. That is a great movie that has someone from Skins in it. Eden Lake. I don't know if I've heard of that film. I don't know if I know of that film. But apparently Michael Fassbender's in that movie as well. Oh, she's overselling it. Yeah, overselling it. I mean, she doesn't look pale, so... And she probably smells human. Eden Lake is definitely one to watch. Okay. By the way, after the movie, I wanna ask you guys something about a clip I've seen going around the internet. But yeah, we'll do that bit in a little while. Is it really safe to be eating food and drinking whatever from a zombie? Rory. Rancor. Rank. First Resident Evil 2, then watch the first movie on VHS. Fanboy from there. I watched the movie when I was at the house by myself. I was like 9 years old. Okay. 9 years old watching a Resident Evil movie. about Drew Barrymore apparently being a racist. What, Eden Lake? Drew Barrymore being a racist? That's hard to believe. Michael Barrymore being racist? I can believe that. I believe Michael Barrymore's a racist before I believe Drew Barrymore's a racist. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I have no reason to suspect any of them, but Michael Barrymore seems more the racist type. You know, he has that kind of vibe. He has that kind of back in my day, you know, type vibe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, left home alone sometimes. We could. My folks saw next door neighbor. Yeah. No, I was like that when I was a kid as well. Well, not quite home alone to be fair, because my dad worked nights, so he'd be at home but he'd be sleeping. And my mum be out at work, and especially like in like sort of summer time, you know, when we were not in school, we were just just as kids in the house, watching TV, playing around, breaking stuff. Good times, man. Good times. The Landlord by Nature, especially their track, Yo, the Joker, that was a rookie. Yeah, I told you, man. Check them out. Check them out. They got loads of good stuff. I mean, that album, 1991, that was their debut album. That's when we yoked the Joker on it, 1991. But yeah, check out another track called OPP. That OPP was probably their most famous track. In fact, I imagine you've probably heard OPP. Maybe you didn't really know that's what it was, but you must. I imagine you've heard OPP because it was that popular. That Guns N' Roses in there. Brown was a racist for walking in her garden in the rain. Could call folks. Oh, you could call it for okay. They tried to get Ricky Martin with molestation, not Drew Barrymore with racism. Yeah, that Ricky Martin. I remember hearing about that actually. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Ricky Martin. I know it all kind of faded out when they dropped the charges or whatever, but I'm just saying, Ricky Martin. I'm not sure I trust that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not going to say that he's a child molester. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if I had kids, I wouldn't call him to babysit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying he wouldn't be on my list of babysitters. I'm just saying. Which was a lie, obviously. Apparently the person that accused him, his nephew, has mental problems. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's an obvious lie, you know? Just because somebody has a medical issue or mental issue doesn't mean that everything they say is a lie. In fact, sometimes the truth comes out in moments of confusion. So, like I said, I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying. Okay, so Drew Barrymore's a racist for walking in her garden in the rain. Is this I thought, okay. Is this something that happened in the news? Because I thought it was maybe the movie you were talking about. Drew Barrymore accused of racism for copying black men frolicking trend with rain clip. Okay. TikTok users baffled as Drew Barrymore branded racist. Why has TikTok video been accused of racism? Okay. I did hear about George Foreman, actually, yeah. Apparently he did, yeah, sexual abuse in the 70s. I'm not going to say he did it. I'm just saying. I'm not sure I'd be surprised. I'm not sure I'd be surprised. Apart from Ricky doing that to him, maybe that did happen to his nephew, but from another person, who knows? Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. But yeah, apparently I did hear that George Foreman he got accused of sexual assault, sexual abuse of a woman in the 70s. That would have been, I guess, when he was in his 20s or 30s or something. Okay, I think I found the Drew Barrymore bit, but cool. That's another thing we can talk about after the movie. Because zombies can't eat real food. Oh, what is she doing? She left too early. He came to save him. Save her. That shit right. There is why racism has lost the level of its significance because mofos are just tossing it out like candy. It ain't taking that seriously anymore. Yeah, I think there's truth to that. I think there's truth to that thing. A lot of times people are very quick to throw out accusations of things over whether it's a misunderstanding or just because they can, you know. And yeah, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Eventually people just stop paying attention. It has no meaning after a while, or little meaning. So how many? So how many zombies can talk? You can drive as well? Oh. These special zombies. Uh-oh. And they trusted him as well. So you can't trust a zombie. Why do these individuals wait decades before accuse these famous people of these crimes? You know, I mean, that's a tricky one, but there are, I believe, good reasons for that. Now, I think the problem, though, is that it gets very skeptical when it happens a lot, especially in a relatively short amount of time. But, I mean, especially when you consider, like, it is a famous person, someone who, at the time, held a position of power, or at least, you know, social power. It's not always easy to accuse somebody like that, you know. And there are cases where women have reported, you know, assault, rape, you know, and so on against, you know, regular folk, and it hasn't always been taken seriously. And this is, you know, apparently back in the 70s. So, yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like, ideally, you should say something right when it happens, but then also understand why it doesn't always happen right away. That being said, yeah, it does start to feel like a scam after a while, where it's like, okay, pick some old celebrity and accuse him of assault at a time where it's way too late to be able to prove whether it happened or not. You know, maybe you get some money out of it, maybe. But the shame of it is that it's I mean, if it's genuine, then it's genuine and it just is what it is. But if it is a scam, then yeah, it ultimately just hurts everything, because it's already difficult to report certain crimes. You know, just the acts of it happening, in like the trauma that people go through over things like that. It's already difficult to speak up about it. So if there are scams or people lying, it just makes that even harder for the people who are going through it. Let's play, I guess, undead Soviet soldier or zombie, where some special ninjas, they were shooting, reloading, driving in military vehicles and motorcycles and shit. Okay, they did a lot. There should be a statute of limitations on this to prevent fake accusations being made. There was at one time, I think, actually got removed, or that, I don't know, that might have been an American thing. Actually, I wasn't really paying attention. So we shouldn't just assume guilt. We should wait till more details are released. Indeed. Indeed. So did he abuse this woman? Did he not abuse this woman? We may never know the truth to that. was like, meanwhile in Russia. So this guy's got conscience as well. It's proven beyond a doubt that someone is guilty. By all means, throw the book at them. A big book with a hardcover. I think if you're falsely accusing people, they should face prison sentences. Yes, because that doesn't happen, and I feel like that. And I think that's one of the problems, because like, as it is right now, I mean, I guess it's not impossible to arrest someone for a false accusation, and it probably has happened, but by and large, not really. You know, people get accused. I mean, there's been cases where people have gone to prison over a false accusation, and when they realized the accusation was false, you know, they might let them out of prison, but the person who made the accusation, nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them. Not even a wasting police time conviction. Nothing in a lot of cases. So yeah, I would say that that's something that should definitely happen. If you are found to be falsely accusing of anything, and especially if the person got accused and that person went to prison, there definitely should be repercussions for that. After the tragic event regarding Kobe, the media started to look into bringing up things of his past that was already solved in that 2003 alleged case. Yeah, I saw that actually. Does getting naked in front of a dead guy count? You should be believed, no question, and it's wrong. They want to lie, they should face full consequences. Yeah. Believe all women. What happens when a woman lies, though? Problem with being accused of a crime of that nature is there will always be suspicion about you, regardless if. Well, yeah. I think that's very true. Sometimes just the accusation alone could be enough to ruin a person's reputation. Steady rate, of course, like the hair found. Was a white male, and when Gail King interviewed Lisa Leslie, she defended Black Obi. Call that believe women-ish. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, when it comes down to it, you can't believe somebody just because, you know, they belong to any particular group, because anyway, we're all people, and all people are capable of telling lies. We're capable of lying. We're capable of not even just lying, but even just forgetting things or being wrong, making mistakes. You might not strictly speaking be lying, but if you generally don't know something that you thought you knew, you're still not telling the truth. What is? Oh, they could see him. But we said women need to hold women accountable. There is nasty women out there, just the same as there are nasty run men. It's just as there's run men. Yep. True that. True that. Nobody should be making excuses for any kind of bad behavior just because they happen to come from somebody who's a member of your group. Like, in fact, that's all the more reason to not accept that kind of behavior. If you care about this particular group, then you gotta, then part of that is saying, hey, look, if there's people that are doing bad, doing wrong things, doing dangerous things, or whatever it may be, let it be known that this is not okay. Let it be known. BMW. And it's what got a very large number of fire event black towns in the US destroyed too. What, false accusations? Woman finally made the right choice though. Just leave this dude. Leave him. Zombie or not, savior or not, dude. I mean, well, savior or not, but the dude's a zombie. Yeah, still got to check it. Brax, have you heard of Rosewood? I think Braxton's very much heard of Rosewood. Cyrus the Virus. Yeah, we watched. Yeah, we watched that. I guess some months back now, but yeah, be a little while back now. But yeah, one of the movies we passed through for movie night from a Braxton recommendation. Rosewood with Ving Rhames. Very pleased, Black Savior. Which was with you guys wasn't on the scene. Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, it's quite some time ago now. Let's see, Grand Massacres that happened here in my state. One of them is Colfax Massacre. Damn. He's remembering his past. Massacre. The Tulsa Massacre. I think I have heard of the Tulsa Massacre, I believe. I think I was in the early part of the century, like 1920s, 30s. Cry racism today. Actually, very well walking in the rain. Wanna watch those movies and get some perspective. The thing is, I mean, I'd always say that you are allowed to be offended by anything. Like, that is your right to be offended by anything. Even if it's something that other people are totally fine with. If you want to be offended by that, that is 100% your prerogative. You can do that if you want to. But here's the thing. If you are going to make an accusation about somebody, especially any kind of public accusation, you have to have at least a reason behind it. Like let me not say logical reason, because that's not quite what I mean. But an understandable reason. Like, now granted, I've not seen this video yet, so let me not say too much about the Drew Barrymore situation. But if you're like, oh, she was dancing in a video and there's a video of a black guy who also danced in a video in the rain, that means it's racist. It's like, that's stupid. That's not a reason. Like, did she say anything? Was she promoting anything negative? I feel like there's a lot of people who just want to accuse somebody of any kind of discrimination because of the attention that it brings to their socials. You know what I mean? If you accuse somebody of racism, sexism, whatever, it brings a certain amount of attention to you as on your social media presence. Would you want a zombie as a boyfriend or a girlfriend? That's my question for the group right now. Would you want a zombie as a boyfriend or a girlfriend? I know that one too, obviously, because I'm American Black. So many false accusations have resulted in so much bloodshed. Too true, man. Too true. Oklahoma Massacre was 1921. Rosewood Massacre was 1923. Sexual hoaxing needs to be stopped. Emmett Till was most tragic for me. Yeah, Emmett Till. Yeah, young kid, like 14 years old. And the woman who accused him, it's since been admitted that she lied, but hasn't faced any kind of repercussions for it. Yeah, never heard of George Stinney Jr. Look him up. George Stinney Jr. I don't believe I have, actually. She's hugging the corpse. Zombie of our past at the risk of discriminating against the undead. I would rather not have the temptation of him wanting to eat my brains. Well, that's a good point. Anybody would want a zombie boyfriend or girlfriend? We got one for no. Do we have one for yes? Brian as the bitch name, and they tried to charge her, but it didn't happen. 'He was executed at the age of 14. 14? Wow. $1944. Man, that's crazy. Pretty woman. And they must stink. But apparently this zombie doesn't stink. But yeah, I guess most zombies probably will stink. I wouldn't want a zombie for a girlfriend because I doubt they would have a good makeup regime. So if they had a good makeup regime, would you consider having a zombie for a girlfriend? Said that he was so tiny he could pass for being 10 years old. And the man who kills the two girls was never caught, so no closure was towards their families. Man. He can't the electric chair, poor kid. I might start identifying as a zombie actually. I mean, I'm always tired. I'm officially changing my pronouns to zombie living dead. I don't know. I'm not sure I'd mind a zombie girlfriend, actually. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so picky. How are ya? Yeah, 944 in Carolina. That was the way things back there, especially in the Midwest. Big up for 6 likes. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And anybody hasn't already, if you like what you're seeing, follow the stream. We do movie nights every Monday. Oh. Oh, it's going down. Oof. Oof. It got serious, didn't it? Damn. That got... you know, times are hard when you don't even care if they're alive. Hey. I'm just saying, man. I thought YouTubers were supposed to get all the girls. Man. Got lied to. I got lied to. There's a Justin Jr. movie too. And look up the 963 Birmingham, Alabama church bombing. And these two if you have them. It's a horrible, horrible history, man. I swear down. Oh, this ain't gonna end well. In the Mountain Meadow Massacre, dealing with the Native Americans. And how many massacres have been there in America? Damn. That's a good shot. But I guess you kind of have to be in a zombie apocalypse world. Be able to run and shoot backwards. It's because of history why I don't believe in segregation. Which it was being pushed today in a very subtle way, but the end goal is obviously segregation. Yeah, it definitely feels like that at times where it feels like that times where people are, I mean, I guess not segregation like black people in one part of town, another white people in another part of the town, but certainly it feels like people are looking for some kind of segregation of, say, segregation in terms of like culture, like excuse me. Like you might hear somebody say something like, you know, white people shouldn't wear certain dresses, or you know, if you're not part of this, you shouldn't do that, and that sort of stuff. And oh, can zombies swim? Well, to be fair, not all humans can swim either. You might want to check that first. I mean, uh, uh-oh. Good number of who really knows the actual number, because they were thousands of native Indian tribes before European colonization. There was over 150 slave rebellions in the US. Isn't that necrophilia? Well, I guess not necrophilia because he's not sexing the dead guy, but still. She's making out with a dude, with a dead guy that killed her boyfriend. Who now remembers her boyfriend. Oh. So he was alive, he died and came back to life. That's still kind of though. Also, a lot of this I had learned for myself outside of school. I was told by other people. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff they don't teach in schools, or at least not fully anyway. We all know too, there's still some segregation around the southern states. They shouldn't be. Perhaps I personally don't believe in segregation. Anyone that supports it regardless of their race needs their head shaken. Oh, so it was love that cured it. Love was the answer. All you need is love, love, love. Exhumed. Right, said if someone wants to be around their own people, they can if they want to. Is that right? That's a creation thing, man. Yeah, I mean, that's a, yeah. I think that's a tricky one because on one hand, you have the right to be around who you want to be around, and you know nobody should be forced to be around people for whatever. But then I do believe that mixing and integrating and being around different people and cultures and things is one of the ways in which we grow as people. You know, if you're only around the same people all the time, there's no personal growth. What if her boyfriend comes back to life, though? Well, I don't get rid of the walls just yet. They still might need them. Still some dangers out there. In between 2016, 2017, high school prom photo that went viral. 10 or 12 dates. Why go? What was the title? They were father's worst nightmare. Yeah, I mean, things like that you can't help. People are going to think what they're going to think. It sucks, but, yeah. Yeah, but it's different people gravitating to what makes them comfortable. Different segregation. So that was Warm Bodies. What you think of Warm Bodies? I thought that was okay, actually. I mean, had some funny moments. I think the overall story is pretty interesting. I just feel like it kind of dropped the ball, though. Like the idea of a zombie eating a person's brain and then inheriting that person's memories. You know, I feel like that's a cool concept, right? But personally, I just felt the film didn't really do much with it. Like, for one thing, the girl never finds out that R inherited her boyfriend's memory, so there's no conflicts there, you know? So I guess that's a secret he keeps to himself. And it's just like, okay, cool. You got this thing. But it just seemed too easy. Like, the woman was too trusting in the beginning. When he was, like, trying to save her, it's like, it's way too trusting, which, okay, it's a short movie. Maybe, you know, but still, it just felt too... Yeah. Maybe this film would have benefited from being a little bit longer where they could have fleshed out certain things. But it just seemed to move a little bit too quickly at times. And then the whole concept of a zombie inheriting somebody's brain. And then all of a sudden the other zombies start turning good. Why? You know what I mean? No real explanation. It's magic, I guess. But, I mean, it was alright. Like I said, it has some funny moments and some cool bits in it, but yeah. Andrew, to be honest, not the best film I've seen, granted. It was cute. Yeah, it's a nice idea, I think. Maybe not so greatly executed in my opinion, but yeah, it was a nice idea. But yeah. Warm Bodies. You just gotta forget about Dave Franco. Not gonna worry about whether he's coming back to life or not. Dave Franco's dead now. Or, you know, his character. But yeah, it was a decent flick. Decent flick. But they build it as a comedy, a horror comedy. It felt more like a romance. Not even a horror romance, just like a romance with horror elements. You know? And as far as a comedy goes, yeah, it has some funny moments, but I don't know if I'd call it a comedy. It wasn't funny enough to be a comedy. It had just horror elements and funny moments, but mostly I'd say this was a romance movie. You know? Just because it featured zombies, don't make it a horror. You know what I mean? I think that's an attitude that people need to kind of get away from. Like, just because a film features zombies or vampires or monsters or anything like that doesn't automatically make it a horror, you know? Because there's lots of films or shows that feature those things that are very, very far from being a horror. We just watched a chick flick, right? And that's fine, you know, not wrong with chick flicks. I ain't even trying to say that. Not wrong with a rom-com or romance movies. Hey, it's all good, but I just feel like just because a film features certain things doesn't mean that it's that. It's like, it's got some jokes in it, sure, but it's not a comedy, you know? It's got zombies, sure, but it's not really a horror. Like, there's nothing... I mean, to be fair, I don't think a horror movie has to be scary, right? But I do think, at the very least, it has to try to be scary. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's scary or not is always going to be down to the individual and their own personal take on things. But if it's not at least trying to be scary, then I don't think you could call it a horror. You know, if it's not at least trying to be scary, and this doesn't try to be scary, it just happens to have zombies. But they're not scary zombies because they're all turning back to humans. And not even like bad humans. They're all turning back to good humans. Like, why is it that all those zombies, they all became human? Okay, but none of them are bad? Really? None of them were like, well, actually, I want to eat brains. And I'm going to keep eating brains regardless. Like, how come? I'm just saying, there's a lot they could have done with this. There's a lot they could have done with this. But yeah, it was alright. It was alright. I mean, I don't think I'd recommend it. Unless you really want to watch it. But, it's not without its charm. But, yeah. Alright, alright, alright. We gonna learn today. We gonna learn today. I haven't found a horror movie scary since teenage, so... What would it take to scare you, Sam? What would it take to scare you? So I found the God of Gnomes, they freak me out. Oh, you know, God of Gnomes, actually, to be honest, they can be kind of creepy looking, to be fair. I mean, I don't know if they scare me, but they're definitely kind of creepy. Like, if a God of Gnome, like, if you saw a God of Gnome and you turned away and he turned back and it looked like it's moved, You know, like the Weeping Angels in Doctor Who, like kind of like that. Yeah. So I found the clip that Drew Barrymore got accused of racism for, and let me come over to this screen and then put this on and put this on. And I was put it on the minds. They may very well be, you know. They may very well be. But I did watch this, and I will say that after watching this, I 100% agree that Drew Barrymore is racist. After watching this TikTok, and I'm gonna replay the TikTok, and I think right after I replay it, you're going to see why there's without a shadow of a doubt, Drew Barrymore is definitely a racist, a hardcore, worst kind of racist in the world. No doubt. All right, let's play this clip. Oh, actually, one sec. As for the black or white, shouldn't do this or that. I've yet to see types of clothes, especially traditional ones, labeled Asian only, Irish only, German only, African only, Hindu only. I've seen a few, but yeah, it's the same sort of thing. I mean, at the end of the day, the way I see it, culture is supposed to be part of culture is that it's supposed to integrate, you know, and culture's always been integrating for years. It's not even new. Cultures have always integrated. Granted, haven't always integrated in nice ways, but cultures have always integrated, and I feel like that's part of what makes that great, is that it integrates, it evolves, it changes. Nobody should be excluded from something just because you wasn't born in a particular part of the world. I mean, that's silly. But yeah, let's show 100% proof that Drew Barrymore is definitely racist. All right, here we go.
Whenever you can go out into the rain, do not miss the opportunity.
See? Racist. Hopefully you could tell I was being not very serious with that. How did you know what? That's ridiculous. I mean, look, I don't know Drew Barrymore. For all I know, Drew Barrymore goes home and when everybody's gone to bed, sneaks into her basement and pleasures herself to Nazi pictures for, you know what I mean? Like, what? Maybe she has a secret life that we don't know about. I'm not going to say whether Drew Barrymore's racist or not, because at the end of the day, I don't know Drew Barrymore. But if people are accusing her of being racist over this, nah, like, hold on a sec. Let's that makes no sense at all. Hold on a sec. Let me that makes no sense at all. So Drew Barrymore is marked as a racist for posting an innocent video of herself frolicking in the rain. Okay, let's see if we can find an explanation as to why she's racist. Not from Daily Mail though, because Daily Mail are full of shit. So let me not click on Daily Mail, because yeah, they're just full. That's just a full of shit news article. So oh, it's still Daily Mail as well. Oh, flipping out. She's bigot towards rain. Maybe that's it. She hates the rain. So why doesn't she put her claims on a raincoat? Exactly. Drew Barrymore was branded as racist over a TikTok clip of her enjoying a rainstorm after woke killjoys claimed she'd copied a trend dubbed "Black Men Frolicking." The accusation comes from an angry fellow TikTok user with the handle a mushroom blackly. She said Drew Barrymore was an example of a colonizer who disrespected and dismissed the boundaries that black creators have set because the video resembled a frolicking trend started by black TikTokers earlier this year. In Drew Barrymore's video, she posted blah, 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 shortly after. She posted A bizarre response. Does it have the response to it? One sec. Is this the response? Okay, I think it's about the response. Okay, this is the response.
You and I both know that you are capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok. Now, you've just co-signed, okay? You've just co-signed at least 3 million, 8.5 by 11 front and back people who just go out of their way to disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that Black creators have set. And now you're one of those people. So, I guess my question would be, why? Why is it so important to all of you to treat us like we don't matter?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know about this trend on TikTok. Apparently, there's a trend on TikTok of black guys frolicking in the rain. Cool. You know, nothing wrong with that. That's what you want to do. I'm pretty sure people have frolicked in the rain for years, though. Like, that's not new. You know what I mean? Like, people have gone out into the rain and been like, hey, I love the rain. That's not new. Like, I don't know who started it. Maybe it was a black guy. I don't know, maybe. But it's not new. People have been doing that for years. Like, how is that? So what? If a black guy does something, and then a white woman does something similar, that means she's colonized it. Oh, this is stupid. This is actually stupid. That is actually, look, I don't know who this lady is, and I don't want to throw any insults away. I'm sure she's a lovely person, smart lady, all that kind of stuff. I'm sure she means well, but that response was stupid. Like, if you go, no, that was dumb. That was just actually dumb. Something went wrong. Try reloading. I'm guessing this tweet has actually been deleted because it can't find it. They had a good sense to get rid of that tweet. What was racist about that? I don't get it. Why doesn't That's what I love about the UK when we are very multicultural. Do you get some low life scum? Yeah, absolutely. But on the whole, we mix. People will moan about anything these days. I'm just guessing she okay with light rain and hates the heavy rain. It's like there's a difference between blacks and the thing. Yeah, that's just dumb. I'm trying to find some responses to this video though. So who's this lady again? Or is it a mushroom something? Let me try and find her. A mushroom Blackley. I want to see what the responses to her video is, whether people actually agree with her or not. So let's go back to the TikTokies and let's search that account. Yo, where's this account? Has it been deleted? I swear it's not coming up. I think the account might have been deleted, you know. It's not showing up at all. You know what? I guess we got our answer. She probably got so many so many comments telling her how dumb her take was that she just deleted the whole account. because it is not. You know what? One sec. Let me log in actually, because sometimes some accounts don't show up if you don't log in. So let me actually log in and then be sure, because I am curious. I am curious. You know, one sec. Let me take. Yeah, let me not put out personal information right now. I am curious. I want to know now. I know I'm being nosy. I know I'm sipping the tea right now, but you know, sometimes you gotta sip a little tea. Sometimes you gotta sip a little tea, just a little. I'm sipping some tea right now. I want to know what happened. You know what? Yeah. Maybe the Karens. Well, I don't know if the Karens will come for her. I think they might be supporting her actually. But this count is not showing up at all. The closest I could find is this. It says this is a Mushroom Blackleaf's timeout corner. So is this a second account maybe? But where's her? Where's her response to Drew Barrymore gone? Is that even? All right. Let's see here. Drew Barrymore. Racist.
She's having so much fun. Oh God, no.
You and I both know
No,
that you are capable
not
of
again.
enjoying the rain
Oh God,
and
no.
frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok. Now, you've just co-signed. Okay,
All right, one sec. It feels quite long.
What? Ooh, I don't know what to do. Like, should I get mad? Should I scream? Should I smile and laugh? Because, yes. I'm telling you, I've seen so many crazy, I've seen so many stupid, and I don't really know what this one is because it's like a new type of low. A new type of low. Like, someone woke up and decided, well, let's make this video and hit send, post. Yes, this is the one. Why? Out of
Yep.
everything.
Why exactly?
You chose the rain. The rain. I can't even say it because I feel some type of way even saying it. What's going to be next? The air? They're going to be racist because they breathe the air.
Right. It's like people go out in the rain literally all the time. Personally, I don't particularly enjoy the rain so much, but you know, some people do. Plenty of people do. Plenty of people like to go out in the rain and do whatever. And apparently Drew Barrymore is one of those people. She's not the first. You know, sure. I'm sure black guys have been out in the rain and enjoyed it. Sure. But was that ever a thing where it was like only black people are allowed to go out and enjoy the rain? Like, was that ever a thing? Bruh. Bruh.
You and I both know that you are capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok. Now, you've just co-signed, okay? You just co-signed at least 3 million, 8.5 by 11.
Cut her video short, but what she's basically going to say is Drew Barrymore invaded black spaces and told non-black people to go outside and frolic. The question everybody has in the comment section is, what does that mean and why would she say that? Well, a few months ago, black men started a trend of frolicking in the grass to combat toxic masculinity and just give into your emotions and just live your life. But this creator thinks Drew Barrymore is entering or copying that trend, which is why she said invading black spaces. What Drew Barrymore is doing and what that trend mean don't even correlate, so basically this creator is reaching. Barrymore is one of the most respectful, spiritual people on the planet, especially for a celebrity, and she's well loved by black people. To answer everybody's comments in her comment section, she is basically reaching and causing division and issues where issues don't even exist. You guys are doing the right thing by not listening to her.
Yep, there you go. I think that pretty much covers it. I think that pretty much covers it. But yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Like, if people enjoy the rain, the grass, you know, you can do that. It's not a problem. It's not, go out and enjoy. Hey, everybody needs to enjoy the outdoors, quite frankly. So it's not a problem. It's not a problem. And look, like I said, I don't want to sit here and say Drew Barrymore's a this and that, because at the end of the day, I don't know her. She seems like a nice person, you know, by all accounts. She seems like a really cool, genuine, down-to-earth type person, but I don't know her in real life. So for all I know, she could have one image into that the world sees and goes home and just hates them niggers. You know, I wouldn't know. But here's what I do know. At least when she's out in the world, she's not putting out negativity. That's what I do know. So whatever her real, true, personal beliefs are, whatever. She's out in the world. She ain't doing no negativity, at least not that I know of. She wants to enjoy the rain and shoot a video. She's allowed to do that. You know, that anybody's allowed to do that. You know what I mean? It's not a problem. And as far as the black guys go, hey, go for it, man. You know, go frolic in the rain, frolic in the grass. It's so good, man. It's so good. You want to combat toxic images of masculinity? Go for it, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But if somebody else wants to go out and enjoy the rain, that's all good too. You know what I mean? If you like the rain, personally, I'd rather stay indoors when it's raining. But hey, if you like the rain, you go out and enjoy the rain. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I guess when she did her role in Ever After, she was really showing off her inner white pride. I don't mind the rain as long as I ain't got to go out in it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like going out in the rain either. You know what? I don't know. Well, I don't know what the numbers are, but there are quite a decent number of people who do enjoy the rain. Like just like this video with Drew, just going, "Oh, go out in the rain." People love it. Some people, I'm not one of them. I'd rather not. I mean, I don't necessarily hate the rain, but I'd rather not be out in the rain. I'd rather be where I can have a bit more control over my body moisture. You know what I mean? But some people love the rain. In fact, I feel there's quite a lot of people who love the rain. So hey, so good, man. So good. Don't worry, so good indeed. Missy Elliott, I just can't. No, yeah, Missy Elliott, I can't stand the rain, actually. I can't stand the rain. That's a good song still. I mean, I don't hate the rain, but I like that song. I like the song about Missy Elliott not liking the rain. Even though I don't necessarily hate the rain, I just don't want to be out in it. I probably don't feel as strongly about the rain as Missy Elliott, is what I'm trying to say. But I like that song. People can't enjoy the rain or watch Black Panther 2. What can we do? Yeah, man. It's getting tough out there for white folk, innit? I mean, you can't go in the rain. You can't watch Black Panther 2. Taking everything, man. Taking everything. Yeah. Oh wait, can you not? Oh no, wait. You can watch. No, you can't watch Black Panther. Can you not watch Black Panther 2 as well? Has that been decided? Has it been decided already that you can't watch Black Panther 2? Because I know you can't watch Black Panther 1. You're not allowed to watch Black Panther 1 unless, you know, you're a racist. Then that's bad, right? But has it been decided that you can't watch Black Panther 2 as well? Or has the Black Council got together and made an allowance for part 2? I don't know. I might have to check in with the Black Sisters to find out what's happening with Black Panther 2, because I'm not sure yet. I know you can't watch Black Panther 1. If you watch Black Panther 1, then you're a racist. That's how that works. Sorry, that's the law. It's the law. But Black Panther 2, I'm gonna have to check in with the Blacks to find out what we decided on that, whether you guys can watch that or not, and then I'll let you know. I'll let you know next week what I find out. Can't watch Black. Oh, it's opening weekend. Oh, I see. Right, gotcha. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, opening weekend. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, don't watch opening weekend. If you watch opening weekend, it means you're racist. It's the law. It's the law. I hope it's not rain tomorrow, because I gotta go out tomorrow morning. Well, it's gonna rain sometime. With the temp speed, like the planet Venus was spreading the legs wide, and the rain has been needed for real. Yeah. Sophie loves the rain. You can't watch. Yeah. Sophie loves the rain. Just make. She's not. That's a frolic in the rain, though. I'm sorry. No, that's a frolic in the rain. I don't make the rules, man. People on TikTok make the rules. No, the rain can be fun when you're a kid, I think, actually, to be fair. Rain can be a lot of fun when you're a kid, because you can jump, you got your Wellington boots on, and you go splashing around. You know, the rain can be fun when you're a kid. When you're an adult, though, or maybe it's just me. Apparently, playing some adults love the rain, but it's kind of like, I just don't want to be wet like that. You know, I don't want to be soaked like that. So I mean, if I could avoid the rain, I would avoid the rain. If I can't avoid the rain, then hey, it just is what it is. But if I can avoid it, I'd avoid it. Blazing Saddles and Django Unchained desperately needs to be played in the theaters in today's time. Blazing Saddles is a great film. One of the best comedies I've seen. Really is. It's a great film. White people have bought tickets, they have to give their tickets to a poor black family, and the white people have to stand outside the theater and stop getting. What happens if you bought tickets to Black Panther and you gave the tickets to a black family, and then you had to stand outside the theater, and then it rained? You in trouble. You're in trouble. Imagine like you bought tickets to Black Panther, and you're like, oh, damn it, we bought tickets for Black Panther, but we can't watch it because it's opening weekend. You better give it to a black family because we don't want to be racist. So you give your tickets to a black family, and then you go outside the cinema, and then it rains. Now you're out in the rain. You try to avoid being racist, but you end up being racist. Man, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. There's an old song back in the day called "Singing in the Rain." Yes, by I want to say not Dean Martin. Was it Dean Martin? Dean Martin might have done a version of it, but I don't think he did it originally. I don't think he did the original version, but yeah. Singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a wonderful feeling. Happy again. Oh, it was a film, yes. Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and Debbie Reynolds. I've seen this film actually, but it was years ago. But yeah, this is the scene that Gene Kelly. There you go. I think it's the scene that you might be. You skip for a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Dancing in the rain. You're going to dance, Sam? If you do, you got to film it. I think we all want to see Sam dancing. If Sam's gonna dance anywhere, there needs to be a camera present, and that needs to go on the socials. I'm sorry, Sam. It's the rules. It's the rules. There needs to be a camera there. Recorded, unedited. If Sam's got to dance, we need to see it. Me being black, young black who's a golf rocker, so by that standard, I've been trying to be a white guy. Yeah, I think people, I mean, there's a lot of ignorance going around. Oh, to be fair, there's been a lot of ignorance going around for a long ass time. But yeah, it just seems like now more and more ignorance gets celebrated rather than discouraged. So, yeah. I get Reese to blame. I'm blaming you. Am I or a get out of racism card then? Like Monopoly, you gotta get out of jail free card. It's like I'm the get out of racism card. It's like, well, he said I can do it. Oh yeah, alright then, fine, fair enough then, alright. People for the past couple of years been watching and reacting to things stereotypically white. There's blacks in the rocking old school rock and t-shirts and goth looking pants and can't be racist. Yeah. But yeah, that whole thing about acting white, acting black, I've never been into that. It's not new. It's been around a long time, and it's probably going to be around a long time to come. But yeah, it's just something that I've never been into. This idea that you can act as like, look, you like the things you like, you don't like the things you don't like, you enjoy certain types of music or whatever, and it should never be an issue. But unfortunately, for some people, it is. And yeah, I went through a little bit of that when I was in school. You know, listen to heavy metal, you kind of get teased a bit. I mean, these days, loads of black guys listen to heavy metal, and it's not a problem. Like, you go on YouTube, and it's like, black guy listens to heavy metal and does reaction videos, and there's 1 million subscribers for him. I'm like, really? Man, I went through all that teasing for this kid to get 1 million subscribers doing heavy metal reactions. I'm like, damn it! Where's my 1 million subscribers? Where's my 1 million subscribers? No, but for real though, it's like, yeah, like, at the time, I believe the only black guy listened to heavy metal in my school. Or at least the only one that would admit it, if not the only one. And yeah, I mean, I wasn't teased, like, it wasn't bad, to be fair. I mean, as far as teasing goes, it wasn't bad, right? But yeah, you still get it, and it still sucked, you know what I mean? So it's good that more people are open about it now, and are willing to say, hey, I like heavy metal, I listen to heavy metal, there's more black guys saying it, and I think that's cool. But yeah, that whole thing about acting white still kind of exists, or acting this way, it still kind of exists in certain areas, and it's just stupid. And hopefully more and more people realize how stupid that is. Well, the thing is, if you're gonna call me Kev, that might not work in your favor. If you're trying to not get accused of racism, it might not work in your favor if you call me Kev. I'm just saying. That might actually backfire. But yeah, I did want to show you guys something, actually. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, how am I going to find this? I think I found it. I'm about to turn the sound off though, because I ain't trying to get no issues. Okay. Okay, it's not exactly a high quality image, but I think it's clear enough to see what's going on. But this is from a Janet Jackson concert from 2003, where she brought somebody on stage and did this. Brought a fan on stage and did this. Now, I feel like I remember seeing this when it originally started circulating, but it started circulating again recently. So I wanted to show this to you, you guys, and then ask you what you think of it. Back in the day, Spencer's and a Hot Topic had golf clothing, but not such now. To do it the old school way, go from store to store and put your own style together, especially from the thrift store. If I have to so cool you have, I will take being cool racist. If you can't go, you can, then you can't go, you can say. Oh. Yeah. I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to show you. Now, that happened. I think this was 2003. That concert was 2003, but this clip has just been circling around again recently. At least I've seen it circling around recently. But what y'all think of that? Because I have some thoughts on it, but I want to know what you think of it. Before I say what I think of it. What she was gonna do the nasty with him on stage. This is another clip. This is more recently. This is Coil Ray. So this is from a Coil Ray concert, where she brought a fan on stage, did this, but then look what happens now. So you can see he put his hand on her afterwards. He got kicked off the stage for that. He got kicked off stage for that. Now, here's what I think is going on here. Back in 2003, and of course I don't know this for fact, right? But I think even back in 2003, Janet Jackson, either herself or her lawyers or her insurance companies or her managers or whoever she had around her, back in 2003, Janet Jackson knew that if you bring that's playing double standard. Yeah, but let me come to that. But I think Janet Jackson back in 2003 knew that if you bring a random fan out of the crowd and bring them on stage and dance all over them like that, something's gonna go wrong. You know what I mean? Something's gonna go wrong. Either he's gonna trip and hurt himself, or, you know, he's gonna have a heart attack, right? Or, like in this case with Coi Leray, the dude's gonna get too handsy, or, you know, too handsy for their liking. So my guess is that with the Janet Jackson one, that was not some random guy that she picks out the crowd. My guess is that was a plant. Somebody was paid to be there, who knew what was going to happen, who probably had all the necessary health checks in place already, probably had all the right insurances and things like that already, knew exactly what he was going to do, what's expected of him, and so he goes up there, and you know, they do what they need to do, and it's fine. I think with Coi Leray, they didn't do that. My guess is with Coi Leray, they actually brought somebody out on stage for real, and then that happened. Now, as Jacob said, yeah, kind of a double standard, because unless, and you know, granted, I'm not there, I don't know, but unless it was made clear to the guy that he's not allowed to touch her, right? Unless that was made clear, then bruh, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you saw it, right? This one was bouncing all up and down and arse in the face, arse on the, you know what I mean? Everywhere, just all of that. And then all he did was, like, you know, run his hand against her arse afterwards. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's right for him to do that. I'm just saying, I get it, you know? And unless it was, like, made clear from the jump. You know what I mean? Now, if it was made clear, then yeah, dude, definitely in the wrong. Definitely in the wrong. But my guess is it wasn't made clear. And yeah, she was like, but here's the thing. Let's go back to the Janet Jackson one for a second. Because the reason why I believe this is not real, this is not a person out of the crowd, is that, yeah, as Alan points out, dude ain't got no boner. I mean, think about this. If you went to a concert and you got picked out the crowd by Janet Jackson and she was all over you like that, you telling me you're not getting hard? Bruh, you were getting hard as a tree at that point. And not only that, like, dude don't have a wet patch on his pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have a wet patch. I think about this. Like, if you were just out and randomly picked by Janet Jackson and she was doing that all over you, like, you'd be squirting. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. So yeah, I don't believe that was some random dude. I don't believe that was some random dude. I think that was a plant. I think Janet Jackson back in 2003 knew not to just pick some random dude, pay someone to be there, and then you can do what you need to do, you know, and everything goes as you need it to go. No hiccups, no issues, and if anything does go wrong, you got all the necessary paperwork in place already. I'm just saying, some of these new guys might want to take some lessons from these old guys. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe she thought he would have dared to strip club rules. Maybe. But then it's like, maybe he's never been to a strip club. Like, are we just going to assume that people who go to Coi Leray concerts also know what the strip club rules are? Maybe he's never been to a strip club. You know what I mean? It's like, so yeah, it's like, make that clear. If you know, if you don't want the people touching you, make that clear. Assuming she didn't, which I'm guessing she didn't, but make it clear. Or yeah, pay somebody. Like, don't be cheap about it. Pay someone to be in a crowd that you would randomly pick out. Someone who knows what they need to do, knows what's going to happen, knows what they're allowed to touch or what they're not allowed to touch, where to put their hands, have all of that pre-agreed, and no problem. And that way, if he breaks any rules, you could sue him. You know what I mean? It's like, but you bring some random out Not everybody knows what's up. Not everybody knows what's up. Not that free because street clothes, just in case my missus is watching. Well, if you're in a club and the girl does that, the guy is going to touch because he thinks she's into him, and why wouldn't he think that? I'm not saying it's right, but it's double standard. Where to put their hands. Yep. But yeah, I mean, if it's a strip club, I think with strip clubs, they at least, well, I mean, you know, I can't talk for strip clubs in general, but I think, because I did go to one years ago, and I can't remember if they did make it clear that you can't touch the strippers. But to be honest, it was a shitty strip club anyway, so, and yeah, I wasn't trying to touch strippers anyway, so, but yeah, but I can't remember if they actually said that as a rule, that you can't touch the performers. I don't think they did, now that I'm thinking about it, but it was a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you watch movies and stuff, you generally get the vibe that you're not supposed to get too handsy with the talent. And a video could also possibly be gay, hence the no boner. You know what? I think even if you were gay, you're getting a boner. You know what I mean? I feel like even a gay dude is getting a boner. Like, maybe not a boner like I really want to, you know, I'm really attracted to Jack. Well, maybe not that kind of a boner, but I feel like somebody that close to you, yeah, even gay dudes are getting boners. Nah. Even a gay dude is getting a boner. Maybe not as hard of a boner, but he's still getting a boner. He's still standing standing to attention. You know what I mean? That's in front of me in a sexual suggestive way. I'm not a body language expert, but I think I'm in. Yeah. I think she might be interested. But yeah, I mean, it's just, when it comes to certain things like clubs, of course, are different rules to, you know, concerts and stuff like that. Going to be different rules to strip clubs. You know, if you're talking about, say, a regular club, and, you know, a woman starts like coming up to you dancing, yeah, you're probably going to be okay. You know, I feel like in a club you're fine in that kind of situation. If a woman comes up to you in a regular kind of club and starts dancing with you, and you're probably fine to, you know, put your hands on her. But sorry, just something come up. Yeah, you're probably fine to, you know, touch her back. But, you know, as long as you don't get too like mad with it, like grabbing her up and getting her too aggressive and all that kind of stuff, then you're probably fine. You're probably fine. If you're just kind of doing a gentle sort of stuff, then you're probably fine. If you're at a concert and a singer brings you on stage and starts touching you up like that, well, I mean, you should be allowed to touch back, but hey, you should be, but hey. But it's funny with that Coil Ray one, is that she got mad that he put his hand on her ass, right? But she had her ass all over his crotch. Like, her ass is on his lap. All over. She had a pussy in his face, or just about a pussy in his face at one point. And all it does was touch her bum, and that's a problem. I'm just saying. Those are some mad rules. Those are some mad rules. But, hey, whatever your rules are, be clear. Be clear. Or, yeah, pay someone to be in the audience that you pick out. Use lap as a toilet. Right, toilet paper. Trying to get all them nooks and crannies out. trees are racist or linked to racism. Trees are okay. That's just silly. So I went to a strip club with two mates. One mate put £10 on one cheek, the other mate put £10 on the other cheek. I pulled out my bank card and swiped the rose and took the cash. That sounds painful, actually. I hope that's not a true story, because if you swiped your credit card in between somebody's butt crack, it'll probably cut them, and they'll be bleeding out their batty hole for a while. So I hope that was a joke and not an actual true story, because that would be horrible if that was a true story. That would actually be horrible. Somebody swiping a credit card in between your bum. Ugh. Now thinking about it, even just thinking about it sounds painful. Like, ugh. Nah. You can find me in the club. But I pull up. Yeah. I mean, this channel covers a broad range of topics. Hey, we go there, man. We go there. What happens to you? Maybe sit on your hands. For real. Nah, that's not even a joke. Sit on your hands. Listen, you get brought up on stage. You know what I mean? You're not sure. You think it might be okay to touch. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But you know what? Sit on your hands. Listen, nobody ever got in trouble for not touching somebody. Nobody ever got in trouble for not touching somebody. Well, maybe in porn movies, it might be a bit awkward. But apart from that. Another minor role. Hey, you know what? I mean, I think hopefully these days, I'm a bit more, shall we say, reserved, a bit more mature, you know, a bit more able to handle certain situations. But, mate, back in my, say, younger days, oof, mind of their own, oof. Ugh, yeah. I think I know exactly what you mean, Jakes. I think I know exactly what you mean. Ooh, shit. Knocking things over. I think I know exactly what you mean. It's like, gotta behave yourself, man. Damn. Copies in prison. Is there any Me Too folk here? That was a joke. Cancelled. I don't think there's any Me Too folk. Oh, you know what I mean? Everybody's welcome here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's any. But everybody's welcome here. We're all friends here. And nobody supported harassment, you know. We don't support harassment. I'm just saying that certain rules or certain situations, things might need to be clear, because you gotta understand, that dude is clearly reading from a different handbook than Coil Ray is. You know what I mean? Like the handbook that Coil Ray was reading from. In fact, Coil Ray maybe grew up on, or maybe not grew up, but she maybe watched things like the Janet Jackson stuff and maybe other things where people brought guys on stage and did similar things. But maybe she generally thought they were somebody from the crowd. Maybe she thought there was some random person from the crowd and thought, yeah, I'm going to do that and everything's going to be fine. And realized that, nah, not necessarily. Not necessarily. And yeah, I'm not saying it was right for him to do what he did. I'm just saying, I understand. And yeah, either make the rules abundantly clear when you bring someone up on stage, or pay somebody to be there that knows exactly what they need to be doing and when they need to be doing it, and then you won't have these problems. Let's just say I didn't need to get a new bank card. You didn't need to get a new bank card, so you actually did. Oh wait, that means you didn't do it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see you. When the media mophos and critics were trying to get at Nelly and another rapper about running credit cards down chicks' asses, and Nelly said they got the idea from the ladies in the video. Excuse me. Sorry, something in my throat. What video is that, by the way? Nah, I don't want to see that video. I'm good. Good days. That was a bit. Oof, yeah. I mean, for me, yeah. I get you. For the record, I don't support sexual harassment at all. Yeah, Jacob, apart from thing. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie. It's not. But it's okay, Sam. You're still welcome here. If I want to know, say it again. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I mean, if you want to be wrong, it's up to you. I'm not gonna, you know. I mean, look, you can say it if you want to, but I'm just saying you'd be wrong. You know, if you want to be wrong, it's not. It's your prerogative. I'm just saying. I've said what I said. If you want to be wrong, it's all right. It's okay. Right, until he dropped that part. Well, I'm just saying, you know, it's a movie that's set at Christmas. That does not make it a Christmas movie. I think it takes more than that to be a Christmas movie. For example, Prometheus is actually set during Christmas. Not a Christmas movie. They even have a Christmas tree in Prometheus. Still not a Christmas movie. Just like Die Hard. It's set during Christmas. Does not make it a Christmas movie. Then more rain coming, more flooding in certain areas in some states. Just now, recent mass flooding in Pakistan. Death toll is in the thousands. Oh shit, man, it's terrible. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. Well, apparently so. Apparently so. I think I've got which music video that was. Nah, so good. I actually don't want to see it. Well, I don't particularly care to see it. I mean, Nelly's alright, but eh. Okay, videos oh, come on. Wait, hold a second. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. You're putting that on par with saying Drew Barrymore is racist because she danced in the rain. I don't know, man. I feel like that's just I think there's a big difference between those two. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a quite a large gap between those two statements. They're certainly not on the same. No, I think there's definitely different levels to those two statements. Like there's a lot in between one statement and the other. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different things in it. Man. One Kiss Goodnight is a Led's Christmas film for me. I think I've seen Long Kiss Goodnight. I think I've seen that. I can't remember. Is that the one with Samuel Jackson? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I can't remember what happens in it, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. But aliens don't celebrate Christmas then. Well, it's the humans that were celebrating Christmas, not the aliens. So in Prometheus, Prometheus is the name of the spaceship that they fly in, and so the humans are in the spaceship, and they have a Christmas tree because it's during Christmas. So the humans are celebrating Christmas while they go off into space and do space things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure aliens can celebrate Christmas for one thing. They probably don't have Christmas as a tradition on their planet. So, I mean, I guess they can celebrate if they wanted to, but I guess most aliens probably don't. They probably have another tradition that they observe each year on their planets or in the parts of the planet that they're on. You know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would guess most aliens, maybe even all aliens, don't celebrate Christmas because they have something else that they do. So yeah, I'm not saying they can't celebrate. Maybe some do. You know, maybe some are already over here celebrating Christmas already. Maybe. So I'm not saying they can't. I would imagine most don't though. I'm just I would guess most don't. Gina Davis and Sam Jacks. Still disappointed. Sounds like you're an alien expert. I mean, I dibble and dabble. I'll say that when it comes to those movies, I mean, I've seen all of them except Alien Covenant. I think that's the only one I haven't seen. But Prometheus, I'll say I'm particularly familiar with because many years ago, I did a kind of a film analysis video on it. So I'm probably a bit more familiar with that movie, even though at this point it has been a long time since I've watched it. So I'm sure I've forgotten a bunch by now. But yeah, I did watch that one a bunch of times at the time I was doing that video. So yeah, I'm a little bit more familiar with that one than some of the other Alien movies. Like I have a theory on I can't remember her name, but Charlize Theron's character. I have a theory on that she is a transgender character, and the reason why I theorize that is because there's this whole thing about her not getting along with her father. And they never really explain why. And the father also, he was seeing the robot, Michael Fassbender, as his son, even though he wasn't actually human. But he would see him as kind of a son. And that was kind of a part of one of the issues he was having with the daughter, with Charlize Theron. But the biggest reason why I think Charlize Theron was a transgender character is because when they have this medical thing that they go into when they get sick or whatever, and hers is set to a male body. When she comes out of it, it's actually set to being a man. So my theory is that she was born in a man's body and at some point transitions to a female. And that's the character that we see as Charlize Theron playing. And that's been a source of contention with her and her father. And the father can't really accept that. I mean, I guess he tries in his own way, but doesn't really accept it. But ultimately, he's seeing the robot, the android, as his son more than he sees Charlize Theron as his son. Because, well, yeah. So yeah, that's my theory on that. So it's the xenomorphs or the Utah Jet aliens. I'm not sure who the Yatuja is, but yeah, I think it's xenomorph. No, wait. In Prometheus. No, I don't think it was no. I mean, the xenomorphs are in it, but they're not in most of it. But yeah, it's been a while since I watched that movie. I might be misremembering some things. Gremlins is a perfect Christmas movie. It has your Christmas cheer and a warning about unprotected sex because those gremlins are like toddlers. Gremlins, when I was a kid, was my favorite movie. Gremlins is a good movie. And so is Gremlins 2. But is it a Christmas movie? Or is it a movie that's just set at Christmas? Gremlins. Let me try and remember this actually, because it's been a while since I've watched Gremlins. I don't want to say it wrong. But as I remember it, Gremlins is not a Christmas movie. It's a movie that's just set at Christmas. As I remember it. Because, okay, so here's what I mean by this. for it to be a Christmas movie, for me to consider it a Christmas movie, the central theme needs to be focused around Christmas. As in, it can't be just like Christmas is there, right? It needs to be focused around Christmas to the point where if you remove the Christmas setting, you have a completely different movie. Like, different, not just different, you know, different plot, different story, different motivations, different, every core aspect of the film now has to change because the Christmas setting is no longer there. Die Hard is a film that's set around Christmas. If you remove the Christmas setting, you still have all the core aspects of the story. You know, terrorism, a guy coming home to see his family, and getting caught up in this whole thing. You know, everything else still pretty much happens exactly how it is. Maybe a few dialogue pieces change here and there, but ultimately you still have the exact same story, the exact same plot, and exact same motivations if you remove the Christmas setting. Same with Gremlins. If you remove the Christmas setting, you still have the exact same story, plot, and motivation. So nothing fundamental about the film changes. So it's just that it's set around Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie. And that's what I mean by Die Hard and some other films not necessarily being Christmas movies, but just films that are set around Christmas. Yeah, this way, Chris. The Grinch is a Christmas movie, actually. The Grinch, if I remember correctly, The Grinch is a Christmas movie because the central theme is Christmas. So, I guess I am the Grinch. It's a Wonderful Life is actually one of my favorite films, actually. But no, not a Christmas movie. Because, again, it's set around Christmas, but Christmas is not the central theme. The central theme is really about a guy who is, you know, he's trying to do the best he can. He's trying to, you know, look after his family, but he's also trying to help the town out. And is effectively just in over his head. And he ends up making his wish that, you know, he was never born. And then the angel comes down, Angel Clarence comes down and shows him what his life would be, what the world would be like had he never been born. So yeah, that's a good film. One of my favorite films. If you've not seen it, it's definitely worth watching. Directed by Frank Capra, starring James Stewart, legendary actor James Stewart. But yeah, not a Christmas movie, just a movie that's set around Christmas. These animals are the primitive ones, and the Yatuja are the predators. The far more advanced. Oh, I see. What about Home Alone? I have seen Home Alone. I cannot remember a lot about it. That one. I see if how much I remember though. Yeah, I think the same actually. It's a movie that's set at Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie. Because the main thing about a movie is that a kid is left at home while the family go away on holiday, and he's, you know, bad parents, of course. And while he's away, these thieves try to break into the house. It was Joe Pesci or somebody like that. But yeah, the core aspects of the film stay the same if you remove the Christmas setting. You know, the story, plot, it all stays exactly the same, or near enough to exactly the same. Nothing really fundamental about the film changes. So yeah, set around Christmas, not a Christmas movie. I mean, you could watch it at Christmas, of course, if you want to. I ain't saying that. You could watch anything at Christmas. You could watch it anytime you want to. But not a Christmas movie. The only thing I don't like about Christmas is Mariah Carey. Oh, that's a great song. What are you talking about? All I want for Christmas is... Oh, that song is... That's a classic. That song is classic. You don't like that song? You don't like that song? Yo, that song's classic. I don't want a love for Christmas. Da-da-da. Listen, it's not Christmas unless that song plays, as far as I'm concerned. It's not Christmas. Christmas doesn't start until you start hearing that song. That means if that song plays now, that means Christmas is officially started. That's how I look at it. If you hear that song on the radio today, Christmas has officially started. That song that's not just a Christmas song. That song is Christmas. That's a great song. Okay, if you're a hater, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. It actually gives me goosebumps. It puts me in the Christmas spirit. That's a good song. And you know, I don't even celebrate Christmas, but I'll get down with that song for sure. Like Krampus 2015, Black Christmas, Santa Sleigh, Santa versus Krampus. I've seen some of those films. But yeah, there'll be Christmas movies, I think. I think Black Christmas is a Christmas movie as I remember it. The original Black Christmas is a scary ass movie. Please, we know not to spend our Christmas with you. I don't celebrate Christmas either. I might not celebrate Christmas too much, but you know what? I would play if I was to celebrate Christmas and I was like having like people over to come celebrate with me. First of all, Mariah Carey non-stop, right? Mariah Carey non-stop all day. Like as soon as that song finishes, it's on repeat all day for like at least 3 days straight. At least 3 days straight. So you already know it's gonna be banging. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be that party's gonna be lit. That party's gonna be lit. So I'm just saying, if you don't want to spend Christmas with me, that's your loss. That's your loss. White people have Christmas with the cranks. Latinos have nothing like the holidays. White people have this Christmas. I don't think I've seen any of those movies, actually. I don't believe I have. Maybe I should check them out. But yeah, I mean, I'm not big into celebrating Christmas. Not like when I was a kid anyway. But, I mean, it's a time of year. It's, you know, I guess family time, I suppose. Right? Watch movies. I mean, there's definitely quite a few Christmassy themed movies that I like. Even though they're not, strictly speaking, Christmas movies. But they're Christmas themed. Or, you know, set around Christmas. And even some Christmas movies that I like. Like, I'll say a really good Christmas movie is... what's it called again? What's it called? I forgot what it's called. A Christmas Story, that's it. It's called A Christmas Story. That's an actual Christmas movie. And it's a good film as well. A Christmas Story. Die Hard and Gremlins are great films. I ain't saying that. Watch them at Christmas. Watch them anytime you want to watch them. They're great films. They're good movies, no doubt. No doubt. Great as a kid. Yeah. I mean, I guess for people who have kids, Christmas is fun. I mean, I don't know. Sam could answer that. Maybe. But I think when you get older, I mean, you can still have fun with it. I'm not saying that, but it's just maybe not as, you know, as much into it. You don't really get the cool presents anymore. Like when you're a kid, you get cool presents, right? Like toys and, you know, maybe video games and stuff like that. You get older and people just give you socks. It's like, cool, thanks. I don't want to be ungrateful, but, you know. What happened to all the cool presents? You know what I mean? What happened to, like, I'm gonna give me a chainsaw. I want someone to give me a chainsaw. You know what I mean? I don't need a chainsaw. I have no use for a chainsaw, but it'd be a cool present. You know what I mean? It'd be a cool present. But people don't give you cool presents when you get older. They give you, like, you know, a lighter or something, and not even like a fancy lighter, but like a Bic lighter. It was like, thanks. I don't smoke. Like, I guess I could set something on fire, I suppose. or you know the worst presents people give you when you get older? Aftershave or any kind of like deodorant. things like that. When people give you like Link's body spray as a Christmas present, it's like, first of all, like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Giving somebody Link's body spray as a Christmas present, it's like, what are you trying to say? And secondly, it's like, it's just a crap present. I mean, again, I ain't trying to be ungrateful, but body spray? Come on, man. You get crap presents when you're older, man. You get older, you get the crappier the presents you get. You know, so when you're a kid, you get the cool presents. And that's why it's fun. Well, not the only reason, sure, but that's one of the biggest reasons why it's fun. You get cool presents when you're a kid. You get older, you just get rubbish presents. And the thing is, because you don't want to be ungrateful, you have to be like, oh, wow, thank you. Oh. But what you're really thinking is, what the hell? Like, why would you give me this? Like, why would you give somebody body spray? That's like the worst. It's literally the worst present you can give somebody. The worst present. I don't care how fancy the body spray is. The fact is, you gave them body spray. Like, what? Like perfume. I don't care if it's like Chanel fancy. What was it? Chanel numbers, whatever, 5 or whatever. I don't care how fancy this is. I don't care if it costs like £50 a bottle. I don't care. You gave somebody deodorant as a present. Like, nah, that is terrible. That is a terrible idea. Let them buy their own damn body spray if they want to, but you don't give somebody body spray, or deodorant, or perfume as a gift. I got some aftershave. Bro, I feel that pain. Somebody gave me body spray once. It was like one of these secret Santa things a place I used to work at. And you know who you're buying a gift for. You just don't know who's buying you that gift. But yeah, whoever bought me that gift, they knew they were buying it for me. And they went and got me body spray. It was like Link's body spray. It's like flipping out. Like, why would you... Bloody piss take, man. That's what it is. It's a bloody piss take. But you gotta be all grateful because we're all like grown-ups or whatever. And it's like, oh, wow, this is so cool. Thank you. I don't know who gave me this, but I really appreciate it. I was like, no, I don't. I mean, I guess I should. It's the thought that counts or whatever. But you gave me body spray. Come on, man. Like, what the hell? Someone bought me some type of rice for my mother as a gift. Rice? But yeah, I bet you just wanted something to cook that for him. No one will give me a chainsaw if you won't trust me not to use on people. I want someone to buy me a chainsaw. I don't know how much chainsaws cost. They're probably quite expensive. But I want someone to buy me a chainsaw. How much do chainsaws cost, actually? Let's see how much chainsaws cost. Oh, you could get it for like £50. Like £45. I guess the good ones go for like the 100 and something. Yeah, I think somebody could buy me a chainsaw. You know. I don't need a fancy chainsaw because I'm probably not going to use it on actual trees. So it doesn't need to be like state-of-the-art, you know, industrial strength chainsaw. But yeah, £50 chainsaw, I think I'd be happy with that. Yeah. If somebody wants to buy me a chainsaw, you don't need to spend, let's say 60 quid for, you know, you don't want it too crappy, right? 60, 70 quid. I'm just saying, somebody could buy me a chainsaw. You don't even have to spend £100. That's reasonable. It's a reasonable gift. I can give some rice for Christmas. You know, so that, you know, he's hungry. It's like, yeah, I've got your present. You gotta cook that for us, right? you gotta cook that for us with that special sauce you make, right? Do the aftershave, I think. I like it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's good aftershave, I suppose. It's just, well, for people who shave, I guess it's good, but... Socks in a box there for Christmas. Yeah. Eminem selling this chainsaw. How much you selling it for? Okay. I'm not sure I'm finding his chainsaw sales website, but oh well. We could get each other. One. No one would know. No one would know. Who's gonna know? They'll know. They'll know. Oh, that's that rice I am intending to clear off. I mean, I'll keep the rice. I won't cook it for nobody. Though. I'll cook it for myself. But it's food. In this economy, I'll take the food. Unless it's kitchenware, cookware, or most likely gift cards. She'll give it right back. Oof, just like that. So it looks with the orange on top. I'm not either orange. I mean, to be honest, if somebody bought me socks, I'll take the socks. I ain't saying that. To be honest, socks is probably one of the best terrible gifts you can get, because at least you can wear socks. You know, you can wear socks for a while, and socks tend to get holes in them a lot, so it's always good to have another pair of socks, I suppose. So out of the terrible gifts, socks is probably amongst the better terrible gifts. But aftershave, come on, man, or bro. Christmas real arrange meter. That would be nuts. I once was too poor to buy friend gifts, so I made Bailey's fudge. It went down well, actually. Socks is actually handy, or should I say leggy. They come in hand, or should I say they come in foot. They come in hand. Actually, I think something else comes in hand, to be honest. Pretty much Die Hard. Prove that is not a Christmas movie. Just saying. You know, guys, it is actually past 12 in the PMs right now. 12 in the PMs, 12 in the AMs right now. So I'm going to have to start logging off, because I got to go to bed and be up for some things in the morning. But guys, you've been awesome as always. Rebecca saying, nigga, you know damn well I want that. I want that bowl. Give me some. I can give cards. Just tell him. But yeah, guys, you've been awesome as always. Appreciate you and all that you do. Hopefully be live streaming again. Hopefully maybe this Thursday, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. But hopefully be able to live stream again this week. But if not, then look out for next week's movie stream. That's still the plan. God willing, we'll be doing that then. What should I? And yeah, I'll try and let you know during the week which movie it's going to be for the next stream. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Guys, you've been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. The village is strong because you make it strong. We're only gonna get stronger. So until whenever, if ever, peace.